Alrighty, it seems like we're live, man. What's up? What's going on? You doing all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. What about you?
Chilling, man. Trying to get to it per usual. Just want to hop on with you. Thank you for taking the time. To start off, tell me a little bit about yourself, your name, your age, the name of your brand, and honestly, how long you've been working on it.
Yeah, so my name is Barrick Camden. That's my family name. I'm 19. I just turned 19 about 3 months ago, and I've been working on this brand like seriously for the past 6 months. But I started, having the idea of starting a brand in about let's say 1 year ago. But then started really
Got you.
seriously for the past 6 months, and it's going pretty well. Yeah.
That's fire, bro. So you're 19. You look a little growner, man, but you're 19 years old.
Yeah, I know, I know.
That's lit,
Yeah,
man.
the
That's lit.
beer,
What actually made you want to get started?
It's curious because I never really wanted to start a clothing brand. I always thought it was just like a business everyone is starting, but it's not really serious. So back at the time, I was just doing videos. I was like kind of an influencer doing motivational videos, and then I was like, bro, I need to start something around it. And then I just started printing logos on some T-shirt and started selling them. And I called it the brand God's Farm, and a lot of people click with the name and the brand identity, and what I was, the message behind it. And then I was like, yo, there's maybe something behind it. So I started working on some more nice design with a designer, and did my first job with those hoodies, the those nice comfy hoodies for winters. And the job went pretty well. We sold out the first 100 pieces that we have in stocks. And
Yeah.
from there, I was just, locking on that for the past 6 months and try to, scale it to sky is the limit.
Yeah, 100%. That's fire, bro. So let's get into some of those wins to get started. What do you feel like is your biggest accomplishment with the brand so far?
Um, my biggest accomplishment in terms like a revenue or
Revenue,
just
sales, seeing people in your product, whatever it may be to you.
yeah, I would say, but like the hype behind my product, like really in the city I'm living, like everybody knows God's Farm. It's really everywhere. Like when you say God's Farm, like they know. And I love because the name is really easy to remember and to comprehend the brand message. And I was able through my brand to really share my Christian message and message and bring Jesus, bring people closer to Jesus through my brand. So that was really like the big win for me. And
Yeah.
in terms of sales, for the first job, like we sold out, so that was really great to sold out really quick. And then for that second job, we did a pre-order, which is what another test. I'm still like in the beginning phase, so I'm still trying out stuff. But we did like 6K last week, so that was a pretty nice week. And then just going up from there. But yeah,
Yeah. That's fire, bro. Congratulations. 6K. Two drops in, you said basically, right? First drop sold out, second drop just made 6K. That's fire.
yeah, exactly.
Congratulations, 1,000,000%, bro. And that first drop, were you 18 or you were already 19?
The first job, I was 18. Yeah, I was
Okay,
18 at
gotcha.
the
So
time. Yeah,
18, you sold out your first clothing brand drop, 100
yeah,
pieces. That's fire,
exactly.
bro. That's
Yeah.
fire. That's fire. I want to get into a little bit about the community. Honestly, honest answers. Do you feel like you've seen a difference in your results, in your work, in your knowledge since you actually joined Thrift Shop Clothes, the school community?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like just to see everybody like, getting their result and improving on their brand, whether they're just starting or they're already doing like 10K months consistently, just to see that really boosted me. And I wasn't able to go on the Friday call, unfortunately, because I'm doing something on the Friday with my church. But other than that, just the school community and be able to text you personally and the fast response time whenever I had like concern about anything really helped me. And also your free content, the school guide and the like the courses and also your videos on YouTube, all of that mixed together, bro. Crazy. Like it's game
Yeah.
changer for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super lit, bro. I'm glad to hear that because it's honestly why I do it, just to help you guys out as much as possible. So I really appreciate you hearing that. Now I want to get into a little bit of AI. We talked about it a little bit on the call that we had earlier. When AI was first introduced, well, when I really started talking about it in terms of for clothing brand owners, like what was your first reaction? Did you feel like, okay, this thing will work out? Did you feel like it was dumb? What was kind of your first reaction to AI entering the brand world?
Yeah, I was curious, bro, because I've been hearing like a lot of brand started, using AI a lot. I've been using ChatGPT since the beginning of my brand, just asking questions all the time. I'm speaking to that guy like every day, like he's helping me find solution to a lot of concern I have. But then yeah, I was just wondering like what other interfaces I could use I don't know if it's with Shopify or any other aspect of my brand. How could I use
Yeah,
AI? I also heard about AI is used for ad campaign, and people wearing like AI robot wearing your product, all this stuff. So I was
yeah.
just really curious at the first to see what you got, going.
1,000,000%. Yeah, it is a lot of different things that's going on. Chat GPT is a killer to get started, but there's people that are using AI to get digital models, digital mock-ups, all those
Yeah.
different things. And I'm kind of releasing those materials in the school as time goes on. You mentioned that you use Chat GPT specifically. What were you using it for? Or what have you used it for that you feel like it has actually helped you in terms of the brand?
Yeah, so I was using it to ask question about really every aspect of my brand, whether it was let's say talk to my manufacturers. So different, it was doing me text for my manufacturer. It was helping me also to do the design. So I was just wondering, yo, should I put that there? It was just giving me true advice. Also for the more finance part, I guess. So for the revenue, calculate everything in terms of my profit margin for a certain product ask help me also if I need I was asking him also if it was the right time for my brand to start doing ads. So it was just giving me
Yeah.
advice. So yeah, at that point, yeah, you should maybe start considering ads, but before that, just focus on organic like you said. So I was asking him a bunch of questions about all of the aspect of my brand, whether it's marketing, also for the model
Yeah.
size, and also for the identity of the brand, or to really share my message well through my pieces and bunch of stuff like that. Yeah.
1,000,000%. Just two more questions. I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. So you completely feel like AI has, of course, like guided you through the journey. It's definitely
By the
impacted and
way,
made
the
things
mic's
more
off.
useful for you.
To take it
A
back
million
on,
percent.
slap the switch on the
Yeah,
back of this device.
sure.
For sure, for sure. That's fine, man. Outside of just the money and making money, of course, what growth or shifts do you feel like you had in your personal life since you honestly got started with the brand?
Uh, I was because I'm a Christian, right? So all I do is really for God. So like to start the brand, at some point I was really not focused on the message I was trying to, share with my brand. So I was just, focused on like the business size of it. So really how to make money, how to be able to do all of that stuff. And
Yeah,
it started really getting to my head once I was getting those sales and I was not thinking right. But then I really grow to all of that process, and God really showed me what He want me to focus on, and I really was able to grow as a person through the brand. And right now, my main focus is really to bring Jesus Christ to people through the brand. That's my main focus, and I know if I focus on the message and what I want to share with the brand, everything else will follow. And that's what I've been doing, and I'm really less stressed and less anxious about the result and
yeah.
the outcome when I'm focused on that specific part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing, bro, because it's not just about the money. The whole goal of starting a business anyway, specifically for your brand as well, is to, like you said, push the message or push your purpose or agenda. And you're able to do that now since you obviously got started with the business. So congratulations on that. That's super lit. 19 doing exactly what you feel like you were prepared to do. That's amazing, man. Final question, as far as advice for others, for someone who's on the fence of using AI to develop their brand, what piece of
By the way,
advice
the
would
mic's
you
off.
give
To
them?
turn it back on, slide the switch on the back.
So would I advise them to use AI, or what is
Yeah,
the
basically, would you
question?
advise people to use AI? Or are you like, hey, it's not needed, stay away from it?
Nah, for sure. I will ask him to use AI because it has helped me personally, gain a lot of time. Because if I was just, waiting or maybe asking you for some stuff and waiting for your time response, and I don't know, it just helped me personally, get so much time because it's really direct response through my current situation. And when I'm using example ChatGPT and I'm just, asking him a bunch of questions about my business, it kind of already knows everything and my reality of the business. So whenever I ask him
Yeah,
another question, it will kind of relate with another point I mentioned him before, maybe 2 months ago. And it's just helped me personally. I have like a mentor really always knowing exactly every part of my life and business and really guiding me through the right route, I will say. So AI is
that's
like
fire.
it's a must. It's a must for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
must. It's literally like having like a literal virtual assistant. So yeah, man, I definitely appreciate your time. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. This is my guy Varick. For sold out the first drop, 100 pieces. Last week did 6K. Continue to push his message with his brand, God's fam. You guys go tap in.